The Chiltern Way is a 134-mile trail rippled across the counties of Oxfordshire, Buckinghamshire, Hertfordshire and Bedfordshire. The Chiltern Way is suitable for walkers of all abilities, and the route is well waymarked and managed by a team of volunteers. I wanted to start 2023 with a challenge, and I broke this one down into 11 sections. I wanted to improve myself this year. I felt I wasn't achieving the standards of living I knew I was capable of. This hike for me resembled consistency. This hike wouldn't be a speed to the finish. I would tackle the 11 sections over 4 months. Success isn't a jump to the top, it's a small, daily, consistent, steady walk. The Chiltern Way would take me from a dull winter to a bright spring, and I hope you enjoy my journey. Thank you for watching. Hello, we're back. It's the 2nd of January 2023. It's the start of a new year. And I'm back out walking. It's been a while since the 100-mile South Downs MND walk that I did back in September, 3 months ago. It's been a while. I haven't got out walking since then. So, welcome back to Happy Trekking YouTube channel. We're back fresh for a new year with revitalised motivation, renewed determination. We might not be getting this video until around mid to end of March, so hello to the future. But right now it's the 2nd of January and I wanted to start the year well. And like I was saying, the meaning to this walk, as there always is one, this segment of the walk is winning from a failing position. So we all have our idea of what failure is to us, and I don't think there's only one real true answer. It just depends on what failure means to you yourself. We all have our own standards in life that we want to adhere to, and for me personally, I don't think failure is like failing in an interview, not getting the job, or losing a race, or missing a penalty in football. Or I think failure is when you're not living your life to the standards in which you set yourself, whether that be healthy eating, or working hard on your business, or getting out walking more, or running, or going to the gym, or looking after your family, being a good parent, whatever your standards are in who you want to be as a person. If you're not adhering to those through reasons of maybe life is becoming too busy and it's stopping you from living your life the way you want, or maybe your imperfections are getting in the way of that, or maybe you've fallen into some bad habits, whatever they may be, you have to ask yourself what your failure is. And if you're not sticking true to your standards, then that's what failure is to me. So once you've clarified to yourself what failure is for you, you then have to ask yourself, what is success? Well, it would be the complete opposite, obviously. Success to me personally isn't about how much money I've got, or what car I'm driving, or what house I live in. It's about living true to my standards that I set myself. If I can go to bed at night thinking that I have smashed the day to what I truly believe I should have done in that day, then that to me is success. It's a process. There's no finish to success. It's a daily thing. And personally, my standards that I set myself are very healthy eating, to try and get myself fit, to get out walking, and to keep myself motivated in new challenges, and to keep pushing on, improving myself as who I am as a person. That for me is what success is. And so, if I'm honest, you know, we all have our highs and lows in life. We have our high points where we've done well and we're proud of ourselves. And then we have our low points where we have a dip and we're not so proud of ourselves. And that's just life. I think every human being is like that. We're going to have our dips in life. But it's when you look back on a whole over the course of your life, you know, you want there to be more highs. I think the most important thing is when you have a dip, let yourself have a dip, but plan to start again and pick yourself back up. And don't delay that start for too long. I mean, give yourself a little bit of time just to think, okay, we're not doing so well at the moment, not put too much pressure on yourself. But at the same time, you can't leave it too long. So over the Christmas month, you know, I let myself dip. I think since my 100-mile walk for MND, I kind of said to myself, and I actually planned to fail, which was my mistake, because I actually said, I don't know if you remember watching that video, but at some point I said I'm going to have a break now from walking. And I did, and I haven't walked since. And I think that's a bad choice, because mentally I sort of took myself off the road of success, if you like, and actually placed myself into a failure mindset. I shouldn't have had a rest. But I think January the 1st, there's no better day to set the date to pick yourself back up and put yourself back on that path of success. And that's what I've done. And that's why I'm out here walking 136 miles of the Chiltern Way to get back to winning ways. And that's why I say the meaning of this hike today is winning from a failing position. Because today I'm winning, even though I feel like I've started off in a failing position. And it's about building some consistency, because that is the key to success, is maintaining that consistency level of high standard that you set yourself. And that's why I'm doing this trek over a course of 11 weekends. So by the time this video comes out, it'll be March. And it just gives me that consistency to keep maintaining week after week after week after week until I feel I'm back to the level that I was last year. Because at the moment, it's clear that I'm not. So here we go, the start of a journey, the start of 2023. It's going to be a world-class year, but you've got to make it that. Make it that. Good morning, welcome to day 2 of my 136 mile Chiltern Way walk. It's now the second week, it's January the 6th, actually it might be the 7th today, yes the 7th, and today's walk is 14 miles section, 14 and a half miles from Chiltern St Giles to Marlow Bottom, wherever that is. So 14 mile hike today, and the weather is not on my side. So the meaning for day 2's hike today is to succeed with your mission even on a bad day. I thought it was appropriate because the weather is bad, and it made me think of a book I was reading recently called Make Your Bed by William H. McRaven. He's a retired Navy SEAL, and he was telling a story in his book, an account about part of training he did, which involved him swimming underwater at night in the sea out to a ship, having to swim underneath the ship to plant a bomb and then make it back again. And he was saying that, you know, it was so dark under the water, especially during the night, but even more particularly underneath the boat. He said you just couldn't see anything. And his lieutenant said to them all, you know, your objective here is no matter how dark it gets, you must succeed with your mission. And so that cemented in my mind that no matter how bad a day it gets for us, we must still succeed with our mission or with our goals, whatever we set out to do in life. Let's see it through, even on those bad days. So every time now I come to a bad day, I think of William H. McRaven underneath the ship. He had to succeed, there was no option to fail. So I woke up this morning, and if I'm honest with you, I was like, you look at outside and you think it's chucking it down with rain, it's cold, it was really windy, it was going to be so muddy, it is so muddy out today, but you're lying in bed thinking, should I just have, you know, a week off this week? But that wasn't my plan. My plan was to do this every single week for 11 weeks until I complete the whole 136 miles, and I started giving myself excuses. I started thinking, well, it is raining and it is cold and dark. You know, this is the ideal day for a pyjama day, you know. Just sit at home, put a coffee on, stick the heating on, get a blanket, watch a movie, or watch the football, you know. Do you know what I mean? But then I thought of William H. McRaven. You see, this is where reading books is good for you, because things stick in your mind and it motivates you to actually do the right thing. And so that stuck in my mind, and I thought, no, it's a dark day, but I'm going to succeed with my mission. So I'm out in the rain, in the wind, and I've walked on better treks, put it that way. But you know, it's all part and parcel of it. But I also know that it's going to benefit me, because I was also listening to a podcast on the way to work just yesterday. I can't remember his name. He's a guy called Nick someone, but he's a sleep therapist. And just one point I took from his wisdom and advice was, we focus on our sleep when it gets to the night time, on how good we sleep, you know, things that will help us sleep, i.e. an hour before bed, what we do an hour before bed, turning our phones off, you know, and turning the lights down, or having some music or something like that. But he actually said how well we sleep is up to what we actually do during the day. And he was saying that serotonin, you know, is the chemical that makes us feel good, and that arrives to our brains via the daylight. And if we don't see enough daylight, then we don't get enough serotonin. And if we have a top up of serotonin every day, it helps us to sleep at night. And so it is about getting out. Oh, I'm having a rest. It is about getting out during the day to help us sleep. And even if we're working, he said, go out for a lunchtime walk, get that serotonin that comes from the daylight. And we also get serotonin, it's the chemical the brain releases that makes us feel good. It helps us sleep, it produces better sleep cycles. 90-minute sleep cycles, helps us find deeper sleep. And serotonin also comes in the form when we do exercise. The brain releases more serotonin as well as dopamine, which is like the buzz factor, you know, the reward factor in our brains, and the stress hormone, the stress chemical, which is cortisol, that reduces. So if we get out and exercise, the cortisol reduces, our stress reduces, and then we sleep better because we're not so stressed and our brains are not so active. So it's all about what we do in the day, and exercise helps reduce the stress and it helps release the serotonin, which is good for your positive mood. Then it's going to help you sleep better at night. So I've taken that from his podcast and I thought that was really good. And so that was another reason why I thought staying at home in my pyjamas and having a pyjama day is not going to help me later on in the day. Do you know what? Life is so busy during the week, isn't it? You talk to so many people, and it's just lovely to get out here on your own, just for a little bit of time. Just get some time for yourself. Just think about things and be in tune with nature. Sunny, raining, thunderstorms, who cares? It's just the freedom of life. Can't beat it. Hello and good morning and welcome to week 3 of the Chiltern Way 136 miles. Week 3. But yeah, wasn't a very positive start to the morning, so I ended up going downstairs to my car with a bit of negativity installed in me now. And then I went and reversed my car into my neighbour's car. Great. Happy days. Happy days. What a great start to the morning. So I got out of the car, knocked on his door, said, sorry mate, but I've scuffed your bumper. But he wasn't in because he works nights, so I had to post a letter through his door to say, I'm very sorry to bring you negativity on a sunny Sunday morning, but your brand new Audi A3 convertible sports edition is now buggered. Great. So anyway, my point is, I then had serious doubts about coming out this morning. I just wanted to think, do you know what, I'm another week off, I'm not in the mood now, completely negative, that was it. And I thought, no, I'm having a day off, I'm going to go back inside and put my pyjamas on and just sulk for the rest of the day. But then I remembered William H. McRaven's words from Make Your Bed, the book I read 2 weeks ago that I think I mentioned on here in my first day or second day. That no matter how dark things get, you have to complete your mission. Those words came straight to the front of my mind from my subconscious, and that is the reason I am out today. So there you go, positive reading has an effect. It really does have an effect. Read a positive book because things stick. You're feeding your mind with positive thoughts that your subconscious stores, and then it brings them to the forefront of your mind on a day when you need them most. So I'm out. I know how important walking and the outside air is for the mood. So for those reasons, I'm succeeding with my mission despite having a bit of a dark morning. So there we go. Welcome to day 3. A Jamie Oliver recipe. I made it for dinner last night. Oh, what a wonderful morning. Oh, what a wonderful day. I've got a wonderful feeling, I'm on the Chiltern Way. Week 4 of the Chiltern Way. I've just started. It's an icy cold morning, but we've got clear blue skies. All the mud is frozen, which is a blessing, but it's freezing, but so fresh. And I'm glad to be out on this Saturday morning on the 22nd of Jan 2023. Week 4 of my 136-mile walk, and it started off. I'm in a good mood today. I'm in a very positive mood. Fresh air, nice bitter cold winds. In the 4 weeks I've been walking the Chiltern Way, I think this has got to be the best view that I've encountered. And views out across the Chilterns over there, I mean, that's just beautiful, especially on this icy cold morning. That's just a view. I'm just stopping here for like 5 minutes. I'm just going to take all this in because, you know, it's not every day you just get to see views like this. So it's good just to stand here and appreciate them and have some gratitude for life. The meaning of the walk today, as there is with me, is it's something that I've named personally the POP system. Plan, organise and prepare. And that's something I have to do when I'm arranging my walks to get myself out walking on a Saturday. It's something we have to do with every single thing in life. And to start off with, POP, plan. To start off with, you have a plan. So my plan was, I'm going to go for a walk on Saturday and do the 4th section of the Chiltern Way. That's the plan. Now I need to organise. So I need to organise my route that I'm doing, organise the time and the day that I'm going to do the walk, you know, organise getting there, organise my food shopping, because I have to do that on the Friday night if I'm going to be out all day walking on the Saturday. So it's organising things. And then POP, prepare. That's what I class as the action part. Prepare is then getting things done just before you go. You pack your bag, do your food shopping in the night before, get your boots ready, put fuel in your car, print off the route map, you know. So POP, and that's the most important fundamental of everything that you do in life. If you don't plan, organise and then prepare, you're going to start off rolling a rock up a mountain. You're not really going to get anywhere. You're going to struggle because you haven't got a planning process. Clarity precedes mastery, Robin Sharma. So you have to put something plan. But in order to adopt this POP system to enable you to succeed with whatever you want to do in life, you have to have 2 things in order to adopt this POP system. You need to have time, and you need to have no distractions. Because when you've got time to yourself in solitude, with no distractions, and Mark Knopfler said something in his song about you need time in order to think about time. So you need to create yourself some time, just a portion, and no distractions. And when you're in that clarity sense of solitude, and you're thinking clearly, that's when your creativity soars. And when your creativity soars, that's when you have the ability to plan, the first step of the POP system. So you need that creativity. Time equals creativity, no distractions. Creativity means you can plan. When you plan, you can organise. When you organise, you can prepare. And when you prepare, you can then follow through your system to peak productivity and success. I'm lost. I haven't planned this route very well, have I? Damn, I'm off to erase this whole video. Week 5 on the Chiltern Way. We've started this morning. Time is 8:30 from a very small village on the outskirts of the Chilterns, and we're walking to Stoken Church, which is a bit more of a popular area. 12-mile walk this morning. I've had a cup of coffee this morning. I took a flask in my car. I had no room in my rucksack because I've just stuffed it full of warm clothes. So while that caffeine boost is here, I'm just going to plough on, get some distance covered, and save my food and energy for later on in the hike. So the meaning of today's hike: time travel. Time travel is possible. It's 100% possible, but you can only do it within your lifespan. So I'll explain. You can go back in time to any point in your life. You know, I hear a lot of people say, "Oh, I wish I could go back to my childhood and, you know, just go over the park and play football with my mates like I used to." But you can. You know, if I wanted to, I could go back to the park when I was 8 years old. I could take a football with me. I could ring up the mates that I used to play football with. I could get in contact with them and say, "Do you fancy going over the park for a kickabout?" And you could go over there and you could kick a ball about, and it'd be exactly like you were 6 years old again or 8 years old again or whatever. But the thing is, no one would want to, right? None of your mates who you used to play football with would want to do that again, and you wouldn't want to do that again. And the reason being is the past is gone. It's pointless. There's absolutely no point in going back to your past or remaining stuck in the past. The only thing you can take from the past are lessons, and you can take those into your future. That's the only thing. If you wanted to go back to any point in your past, you could. The fact is, you do not want to. You are where you are now for a reason. So how do you go forward in time? Visualisation. You can visualise where you want to be. Let's just say you've got a 4-year goal. Now I've got a 4-year goal. That's financial. I want to save up for 4 years, and I've got a goal that I want to take my savings and apply it with. But you can do this with any goal you want. You can take a 4-year goal and you can visualise where you're going to be in 4 years' time. You can do this visualisation through meditation. And when you sit there, meditate and visualise where you want to be, see yourself there. So for my opinion, how much money am I going to have in my savings account in 4 years' time? What am I going to spend that savings on in 4 years' time? And where is that going to take me? Where am I going to be situated? And then you can take yourself back to the present. You can look up now to where you're going to be, because you've been there. You've taken that time machine into the future. You've come back to the present time, and now you can focus on that first small step that is going to take you on your journey, on that 4-year journey. And then in 4 years' time, you'll look back and you'll think, there you go, that proves that time travel is possible. The Chiltern Way, down here. Happy days, happy trekking. Be seeing you. There's a lot of steep hills in this section, which is good because it's all part of the training for mountains. The more these little hills that you climb in these small walks, I tend to just plough up the hill as fast as I can and probably get myself out of breath, because it always increases my fitness. Obviously, I've put on a bit of weight in the months before Christmas, and it's hills like this that you can notice how unfit you've become. So, another reminder, you are only as good as today. I might have done Ben Nevis 6 months ago, but you're only as good as you are now. We'll get there, onwards and upwards, onwards and upwards. I'd just like to dedicate this walk to my girlfriend Claire, who bought me this epic British walks book for Christmas this year and has inspired me to do the Chiltern Way at the start of this year, which has taken me forward in life. So thank you very much, and thank you for everybody who has watched this video. Please subscribe now and hit the notification button to be updated on future hikes that are uploaded to the channel. Thank you very much for watching.